Spo was thinking it, or we could just have Talon coming on in, as they're gonna say, no Varus into the Rise. We're gonna mix it up and flex that Varus into the
melee form. But Keen gonna be pretty happy.
Oh, okay, level 6 here. It might just be a solo kill.
It is.
The flash forward and
Kramer.
You know, we were talking about awesome dudes for him. I'm gonna hold my thought as the Genghis is coming into the top lane. The knock up here onto the J. Spirit gonna get there. They get the flash, and now he's looking for Peanut, who is forced to flash. It's gonna be the one-on-one up against Peanut in the top side, though. Kian is gonna take out Keen by himself. BDD gonna make it over here with that Realm Warp. The burst damage from the Talon. Will it be enough? It does take out the Jace, but does the Olaf go down?
For Afreeca will be that this Talon will always have a role, because he can just try to assassinate Kuro. Speaking of assassinating Kuro,
Khan for Khan once again here. No flash onto Keen. Here's your Talon right in your face. Down he does go. And this time, Khan is going to be the one. Yep, going to take that one pretty much.
We haven't seen much value out of the Olaf Talon on the invade until maybe now.
Oh, fight in the bottom lane goes the direction of Afreeca. They want to get another kill, and Peanut going extremely low in the jungle. He's going to go down, and look at this, the knockup is going to miss BDD, but the flash on in from Keen will pick it up. The axe from Spirit gets the double kill. Khan
around the red side jungle and also the bot lane. I really don't know how it started, but definitely to basically take every open invitation. Here we go.
Here we go again. Prey just way too far up the lane, and Kramer's going to easily go for the flash chain of corruption. Takes him out with the help of that, and Kuro looking for more is going to be charmed up. In the bottom side, they're going to try to dive here onto Keen. Will be successful. The 3-for-1 will trade it 1-for-1.
The King Zone are making plays on one side, but nothing's being thought through on the other. You have to hang back if you're going to have 3 members diving bot lane. The King Zone just aren't thinking 3 steps ahead. They're actually multiple steps behind Afreeca Freecs, and they will lose another turret. This is going to be 3 out of turrets down to 18 minutes. This game was at parity 3 minutes ago.
Yep, this game is spiraling out of control already, and it's just a couple of mistakes. Will go to King Zone.
So DragonX, you're right. They'd have more battle stats. Don't take any more risks as Tucson misses the headbutt ball.
Not the first time we've seen that, but the double knockup from the Yard, and look at Spirit go. There is nothing that this front line can do to stand up to Afreeca. An easy couple of kills to a level 14 Talon who's going to go ahead, and they're going for the turn here, trying to slow down BDD. There is the recon. Kuro still on the chase. They find Prey on the top side. Kuro is going to go over. Look at Keen going 1v2 on the back side. Prey goes down as well. Khan just desperately trying to get whatever he can on the backside. And Kuro's going to survive. He flashes away from that damage of the Jays. And Talia now pushing forward. And there's the engage from Tucson. Should be able to go down. Nice last rock from Peanut. Maybe a little bit too aggressive towards the end.
And that, unfortunately, Afreeca just been able to swipe mistakes like this again and again.
Doesn't have his flash here. There's the chains of corruption. Should be the burst damage here. It's going to get slammed down by the Olaf, and now he just runs away from the...
It's a bit more conspicuous than any sort of super plays from Afreeca.
It's not going to smell Drake and Afreeca trying to roll this one into a game 1 fist. The wall's going to come through and get that vision, but it feels like it's too late already. And there it is. The smite comes in from Spirit.
Gorilla this time. They got the Baron buff for another minute 45. They have a huge turret dive threat as no one from King Zone can walk up, and that poke from Jace, it's not hurting too much.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. Talon in the mid lane gonna use this or an ultimate to zone them out. They get the knockup onto the recon, chains of corruptions, and all the minions will do the work alongside a Kramer. Gorilla gets double knocked up into the Alistar. There it is, the Ornn Alistar composition. Kuro showing up as well, and it is a landslide slaughter as 3 of them gonna go down. They're looking for more now. They want to get that third. BDD is gonna take a bit of damage, but now they're just looking to push into the game.
This should be it, Valdez. They still have Kramer at full health. Doesn't matter. Some of their tanks fell low. All right, nice seeing the attempt here.
Really good wall to cut up the minions so that Kramer can't attack the turret.
Okay.
And they get the Alistar here. Keen going way too deep. Is going to miss that one BDD. He wants to carry his team. Going to look for that Varus. There is the stopwatch, though. He is going to survive for now. Kramer trying to pop off. It's not able to kill BDD.
And fire onto Talon was where this game was going. That was the light at the end of the tunnel.
In the bottom side. It's part of the reason why King Zone aren't going to move outside of their base. Is atrocious from Peanut. They do get the Baron slow, though. The double knockup here, but it is Keen. lane. And here comes Kurt in the backline, trying to get on top of Prey. Is not going to be able to do it. Does in the backside, finally. Will gladly trade his life for that kill. Gets the 80 carry away, but now it's up to BDD to do that damage. Can they counter-engage here? Gotta keep Kramer in a place where he can do some damage. BDD is gonna zone us away from that one. In goes Chase in the backline. They knock back Kramer. Knock up here onto Peanut, and finally Kramer goes down as well as Rakan. And there's now that front line for Kramer to take down BDD. They finally do it. They have the wave pushing in the backside, and now it looks like Afreeca might win the game.
Spirit chasing on to Peanut. He's going down as well. Afreeca Freecs will win game number 1, just like they did in the LCK final. Kramer couldn't auto-attack for the start of the fight. It was very smart from Rise to use himself, use the Realm Warps to zone away Kramer. But after that, all the sins of the past were too much. Didn't matter what you did as Kingzone DragonX, you were eventually going to go down. Here's Prey, front row seat to watch Afreeca Freecs winning game number 1.
Not much he can do. He was the first target as Kuro's talent is able to pick up a win here in game number 1. And Afreeca, with the surprising game 1 victory, is going to go ahead in this series.
Nicely done by Afreeca Freecs.
Expect this to be the mid lane. Vel'Koz was banned in game number 1. Seems like the obvious pick on the Rise. We've seen this many times before. Has kind of taken over.
I don't think there's a lot of kill pressure there onto the Cho'Gath, but bot side.
Okay, they're going to try to get here onto Gorilla. Nice slam there on the ground. The flash is going to be flashed, but the ray is already there from Kuro. Is going to pick up the first blood and the...
Give him a bit of incidental regen.
He showed for like a split second. I don't know if they saw him, and now Khan is going to get knocked up. There's the Predator. See you later, Khan, as the feast comes in. They You know, Spirit is that kind of guy. Speaking of which, the flash coming in. Tucson in a little bit of trouble, but now the talk comes in. The teammates there first from the Cho'Gath. There's the cast in a Prey and disappear he will. Gorilla gonna get low, and Khan can't do much. They don't have the damage on the backside. Gorilla's gonna go down too. And now Kuro on the first row makes it down here. And they're looking for more. The nice knock him on the key, but there's the laser on a Khan. Can they kill him? Yes, they will. And King survives to the backside. Nobody's died from Afreeca. It's 6-0, and they're ahead by 3,500 gold.
It's a 3-0. They keep playing around this bottom lane. Afreeca have the priority. Kingzone roll in one by one. The dominoes fall. And here we go.
They're looking for more. Should be as easy as pie. And now that's 4 kills to the side of Afreeca. The castle of Kingzone is falling apart as Afreeca said, hey, Genji, they're not good in playoffs. Well, now we're watching what Afreeca's doing to Kingzone. Now it's 6,000 gold before 15.
You'd be a bold man to predict Afreeca Freecs winning today. You'd be a bold man right now to predict the reverse sweep. Gorilla, all alone.
He does get the knock up here onto Kuro, and a huge knock up there from the Talia. Peanut finally making something. We got 4 members top here. Khan about to get his teleport available. Gonna hit the eye before it hits the turret, but it's still top side. They take out another turret to answer back. Try to keep with this gold lead.
Baron skewer, Baron turn. Their short range engage. If it's in an ARAM, terrible. In a Baron fight where they have wards on one side and a flank, they can potentially do some big work. So they want to control the blue side area of Kingzone at any cost. The cost will be this bot lane out of turret.
And at the end of the day, the Camille is 0-3. Directly over to the Baron and begin just denying vision and playing around that objective.
And while the mistakes haven't been as Freecs are looking to do.
Zero vision, they only have Gorilla on the Alistair to face check this one. The wall's gonna come in, and all of a sudden, Gorilla...
They're still on it.
Yep. Okay, gonna be doing some damage. Peanut in the backside. There it is, that first damage from the Gragas. The cat is gonna take him out. There you go. The jungle immediately is taken out of the fight. Now they can turn back onto the Baron. Prey trying to do some damage over the wall, but they've been zoned out. The feast comes in.
So I think Peanut needs to stop trolling for Kingzone to win. I said, what about Afreeca? You guys are struggling too. So yeah, I need to stop trolling as well. I think it's pretty clear who stopped trolling this game.
Well, it's Tucson has his own stopwatch, and he's even gonna flash over. Look at Cho'Gath in the backside. Doesn't give a damn about anybody. There's the laser in the face of the cow, and now there's the damage from your Kramer doing it. Gonna get the knock-up too on a Peanut. and it's a total rout. Kramer is chasing him down, will be able to pick out the 80 carry, and this is about as one-sided a landslide as you can have in another series. At BDD, you're not going to be carrying tonight either. A 4-for-0 for Afreeca.
Afreeca Freecs are styling. Now this is 4 games in a row styling. Maybe they're just straight up one of the best teams in Korea. We didn't see it for the longest time, Valdez, but they're going to win game 2, and they are suddenly with match point, 3 match points against Kingzone to deny Kingzone's dream of making it to Worlds. Kingzone will go down to the Worlds qualifier if they lose today.
Can hardly believe my eyes as this is what we're watching go down. They might not be able to end the game here. Nice knockup from Gorilla, but down he will go. Feasted through the ultimate. The Ray is going to come out, and at least the wall will knock him out of it there. But oh boy, where did the Talia go once again? The burst damage from Kuro and the 2-0 right now for Afreeca as they take game number 2 away.
I see you shaking your head. Instead, it's going to be the Malzahar. One of the ways you can just camp through mid lane. You press the Predator button while the Malzahar presses the Keen. We might see him drawn in here. We'll finish the point later.
Boy. Peanut gonna have to flash here really early. And look at that Spirit. He's going for it. Level 3 on level 3. He misses the axe, but it doesn't matter. First blood once again as Peanut goes a little bit too... When will he begin to affect the lanes? He's gonna try to ult this one, Keen. Ult it down, but there's the stun. No cast just yet. Just a bunch of damage. The cast into the auto attack from Peanut. Getting, oh man, he needs to get close, and no! Keen is gonna survive with 40 health. Around the game is not going to accelerate out of control. I say that into the hold down, into the knock-up, and he should be dead now. BDD playing with this food. We've seen that many times before with the portal jump on Zoe. Out at 0 and 2 in this one. Has the Black Shield for now. They'll just go for the Morgana instead. Did get that Kindred ultimate down, and Zoe doing damage in the backside. Peanut getting low, though. The flash on over, and oh, he died, actually, to the Kindred. Afreeca gonna go down 2 of them now. Kuro gonna stopwatch. That's not what you want. Turns out that actually, in the end, he will survive for now. Kramer trying to help him out in the end, but there's the Chain of Corruption. Cleanse comes in, missed paddle start.
Gorilla to get away without even having to flash. He did not die in that exchange. On the top side, not enough mana to actually solo kill Khan, you would think.
He's going for it. Brittle stacks come in and take out that first turret down in the bottom side.
Are we doing it again? Once more with feeling. Keen this time gonna walk away. Could ult the next minion wave.
Just have that available. Says, well, there's no minions here, so they can't push just yet.
They're trying to aggro the minion wave and stop it from meeting close to the turret, but they're going to lose 2 turrets for this.
Peanut spending so much time in the top side trying to help out with that one, even without a minion wave, and now there is no protection for the mid lane. As even Prey returning to the bottom. Kramer trying to go 1v1. Prey nearly goes down in the end. Oh boy. Zoe always threatening on the side. Spirit now going to be slowed down. Peanut with the red buff is going to trade a bit of damage back. This game is so tense right now. Really could go either way, but with the damage on the Prey, it looks like Afreeca have opened up a 3rd turret.
Been later in previous patches. Now a lot of the options for Afreeca are opened up. Speaking of opening up, first turret rolls down.
Can ask for. But basically 0 armor. You notice that the Cloud Drake was taken, could have been taken earlier by Kramer. He takes it now with the Spirit is here, and so is Kuro. Keen gonna be in here. Will he get the ultimate off? They need to get the smite here, but Spirit is slept for too long, and the smite comes in. They're looking for that engage, though. Tushin trying to charm everyone up. No follow-up from the Ornn, and Tushin getting too low. Everybody piling in on the line for smite. Kramer doing the damage, but he might go down here. Peanut takes him out. Peanut, though, will go super low. It's all the Peanut show. He gets 3 kills in the end. And now we have Keen with the stone plate, but it's a total rout this time in favor of Kingzone as Keen. What can he really do here? Not all that much on the Ornn. Should be the Baron and a 4-for-0 going to the side of Kingzone.
You can only waste some time. This time Kingzone proffered. The ward got them so much value. They claim the Baron. Spirit can't get in there to contest. His smite steals have been impressive in recent memory. In the disarray that follows it, so many low health members in the Lamb's Respite, but they can't get the safe fight, they can't get the Baron set up. Afreeca Freecs, this was supposed to be about them on the Baron, but Kingzone catch them napping in literal and figurative ways. They get the Baron, and this allows Kingzone to take the control of the first game of this series.
The cast hits Keen away, so he can't follow up with the call to Forge God. There was no big knockup afterwards that may have kept Kramer alive to do the damage in the back. It was all Peanut. It's that fed Kindred that even though he gave away the first blood, got so many marks, and now we're here 33 minutes into the game where he has 2.5 items and can do that consistent damage in the Lamb's Respite.
And the Baron warps the game, Valdez, because suddenly the Siege comp has Baron. So they roll up to a lane, Trouble Bubbles and Chains of Corruption are everywhere. The marks on the Kindred will make her poke pretty reliable. And if Afreeca Freecs engage, if they fail an all-in, the game just ends. So looking at the numbers from the previous fight, Al-Sahar does 3,400 damage, but that was the fight.
Trying to go for the 50-50 smite battle, but ends up taking too much damage. That's why he did 60 damage in the entire fight, because he was just out of it from the get-go.
A lot of standing.
We're gonna push in now. That's the Zoe on the composition, Chains of Corruption, and the Trouble Bubble onto Kramer. As Afreeca, they're gonna move on into their main base as they cannot defend that inner turret.
Objectives, here we go.
Yeah, you love to pick this one up. They're gonna actually get Gorilla as he face checks into 5 people.
Okay.
Easiest Malzahar ultimate you've ever seen. As well, now they're thinking about going for 4v5. They still have it. The engage here, gonna get on top of that DragonX, but he does have his stopwatch. Follow-up is not gonna be there actually from Keen. Really nice cast, and Kramer goes down to the back line. Keen will as well in the front. BDD is carrying this from the backside, and the rest of the team, but Kramer trying to take him out, only gets Peanut in the end, and now BDD trying to take them down. Spirit will actually survive. Unless BDD has something to say about it, the axe is going to be dodged. One more portal jump should do it. Trying to land, oh, he actually gets the max range Trouble Bubble. BDD, unbelievable mechanics, and now they're looking for more.
And that might actually end the game. They're going to try here, Kingzone. They're going to get as much advantage as they can. Long death timers on Afreeca Freecs.
Well, it's only Kuro. We'll see what he can do. BDD's low, but they have a full health Prey in the front line who has 4 items. They're pushing in, and Kingzone, I don't know which one of you guys got excited, but Kingzone want to make it about them. They want to win this matchup and go on to the playoffs and on to Worlds. Gonna take out these 2 Nexus turrets and try to focus this down. The Malzahar ultimate isn't enough. Tucson trying to stop him, but he can't. And Kingzone finally take a map in this series.
Kingzone adjust their strategy. No.
Some counters on the side of Kingzone. They're just gonna go ahead and go straight into LeBlanc up against Orianna in the mid lane. Kuro amongst, Kuro just playing the most different types of champions. I'm gonna hold that off though as Prey. The Ignite comes in, one more auto will do it. Kramer is gonna survive here. Just a little bit. But the pillar comes in, forces the flash away. Trundle's fast though.
His Khan
here. Gonna be really down, and Khan is coming on in. Should be able to get one. No, Tucson actually gets away. Kramer should be going down at least, but Tucson did do the job in the end. They want to hand that one over to Khan to pick up the kill.
Afreeca have overstayed.
Level 6 Trundle here means that you can fight through these guys real fast. Kramer with no knock up here, as he is not level 6, means that that will be the free kill going over to Peanut into the jungle. That's what happens when you over damage healing. Speaking about overstaying, how about a nice cast perfect to knock Prey into Tucson?
And Prey knows exactly how Kramer fell.
This is all what's going on. They're going to hand that one over to Kuro on the LeBlanc. Happen anyway. The first blood turret will go to Kramer.
Being very greedy.
Might as well. Gorilla's not going to stay around. You can deny so many more creeps by doing this.
Let's tell the story of the Varus walking bot lane, walking top lane, walking back bot lane, and going to the death chamber. A tragedy. 600 solo gold
against LeBlanc. 121 at 11.5.
They haven't played through mid lane as much recently, so BDD has had the... Tucson's going alone. He could die.
Speaking of dying, the double knock up into Feast will be easy 1-2-3.
Recently, they've been winning, so credit to them to trade on the positivity, to be able to center themselves, because they're making this game a lot more like the games they were on a 5-match win streak around in the recent week.
Look at Tucson, he's stuck behind them, he's gonna knock him up, but here's BDD, perfect cast though, as Peanut goes down in the end, and Tucson is gonna get that big engage. Kuro trying to get the follow-up onto BDD. Keen though is gonna be ulted in the front line, no piece gonna come in just yet. Spirit though, trying to predict that flash. His screen is gonna be able to hop out of there. Infernal Drake is going to be the second one, and Khan coming in. Oh, Kuro might go down here. Peanut on the run, on the chase. Big follow-up here from Gorilla, the double knock-up, and there's the Cho'Gath right in the front line. No stopwatch this time, but he gets away anyway. Never mind, the piercing arrow comes in, and Prey.
Spirit, this jungler going down will lead to an Infernal Drake pickup from Kingzone, second Drake of the game. Killing an objective versus just a kill. They didn't repeat gank after getting the flash. Top lane.
Prey, and there's going to be the knockup. Finally, the LeBlanc doesn't have the damage, but is going to have enough in this fight. And Peanut goes down to a double kill now to Kuro, who is now 3-0 in this game somehow. His teammates would have been a little bit too short. A bit too slow, I should say. They're looking to actually bully Khan here as nice body slam over the wall. It's a perfect knockup with that cast. Do they have the damage though to take him out? Yes, they do. The rest of Kingzone going to be late. And now that second Infernal looking tasty for Afreeca.
A really nice collapse play. Eventually able to pick up the kill there. Turning onto the Infernal. They'll get that one. It's down. Khan can hit the rift, but not for 30 seconds. These death timers are getting pretty long. It's mid lane.
Okay, well, Kuro says, here, have one back. Will we have a snipe this time? The answer will be no, as Kuro just barely able to get out of that one.
Slivers of health a couple of times so far this game. Here's Afreeca.
In the back line, no, they want that Orianna. Isn't enough damage. No, Prey will survive. The ball is going to keep him alive, but here's Kane, the flash on in, and he's got the follow-up finally. Gorilla might just be looking to flash this wall eventually, as no other way out. BDD with no mana here and no summoners, trying to turn it on to Kuro, but he cannot in the end.
Team effort to pick up the kills, but they're able to inch and piece together the damage to actually take down both BDD and Peanut. Smite is dead, but the mana bars are not the highest. The tankiness
off of a Baron or killing the Baron is going to be really hard to break through.
You might think it's not a good use of time to kill. All this posturing, though, with the Cho'Gath grouped, will mean in a turret to Afreeca Freecs.
Spread was really nice from Afreeca. They've already started the Baron here.
This is great.
They don't have a smite. Peanut's going to stop it. Gorilla ulting on in. They really want to stop this Baron. It's going to get so low. The Gragas gets knocked up. Is there going to be the steal? The smite comes in and no steal. And Peanut will go down as well as the Alistair. Prey and the rest of them on the run. BDD can't do anything alone. And Afreeca might just be able to win this huge fight and go on to the next round of the playoffs if they take him out. Prey goes down. Spirit going for the big run onto BDD. Is going to get the body slam into the cask. And down he goes, the double kill. And with the Baron, Afreeca looking to push to win.
Afreeca problem solve their way to it, Valdez. The Cho'Gath is still alive. Death timer's 40 seconds. Can Afreeca Freecs knock Kingzone out?
Well, they get the leash here and a knock him on a Cho'Gath. They have enough damage to take him out through the stone blade. And Afreeca, they're so close to winning this game. It looks like they've done it at Papa Smithy. And that means that Afreeca should be moving on to the next round, as well as KT making it into Worlds. We'll see what Gorilla can do. He's going to stopwatch here, keep them all busy. The big knock-up. Peanut trying to stop them, but it doesn't look like it's possible. He goes down, and Afreeca, they're moving on, and KT are going to Worlds.
The wheels of change are there, Valdez, for the